If you feel unmotivated right now, don't quit. God is still working in you, even in the silent moments. In Philippians 1:6, it says, He who began good work in you will carry it on to completion. Alright, let's get comfortable. Alright, good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Jonathan, and I like to talk about my testimony with God and personal growth. The best way to support me, if you haven't already, is consider giving me a like and subscribe. It really helps the algorithm to reach the right people that it may need to get to today. So, we're going to get right into the video. Today's video is going to be about being unmotivated as a Christian. Yeah, it's going to be that one. Alright, so let's get started here. Have you ever wanted to grow closer to God, but you just don't feel like that? No motivation, no energy, no desire to pray. I thought something was wrong with me until I realized the truth. It's not that you do not want to grow closer to God. It is that it's become a routine. Have you ever went to church every single day and you feel like you're just stuck in a routine? Have you ever want to grow in your environment at work, but you're doing the exact same thing every single day and you don't look at the big picture? You're just looking at, it's been months and months and months and I'm doing the exact same thing. It's not that you're not unmotivated. Just right now at this minute, you are looking at the everyday small little things when you need to be looking at the overall picture. I've always said this before. One small step forward is still a step forward. Doesn't matter how small it is or how big it is. Not every monumental thing that you're going through is going to be a big step. And personally, not that I feel like that right now, but there's times where I do feel like it because recently we had been getting so close to God spiritually. We do a lot more praying in that aspect that we haven't done before. But there's also areas where we feel like we can do more and we just are going day by day. Work gets in the way, life gets in the way, and there's nothing wrong with that, but don't count yourself out. You are just being human, honestly. That's like the biggest thing that people feel like you have to be doing big things all the time, and it's not about that. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. We'll get into this first topic in just a little bit. Alright guys, so we're going to now jump into the first bullet point, of course. It says that you're not always going to feel it. Faith is based on feelings. It's building consistency. Even strong believers go through dry seasons. That's what I was just talking about, right? In Galatians 6:9, it says, Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. So the big part about that is that your lack of motivation doesn't mean God is distant. It just means that you're being tested and strengthened. My wife told me this thing, I want to say like hundreds of times. Think of everything as a test. You have a dry season, it's a test. You have something that you can do more in, it's a test. You have something that you're overdoing in, it's a test. God is just testing you in other ways that you didn't think that you would need to be tested in. I mean, look at me. I'm doing stuff that I didn't do before, ever. And now it's about being consistent. I make these videos consistently, but am I being consistent in my praying? Am I being consistent in my encounters every single day with God? That's what really matters. It's not about making videos every single day and being famous. It's about what is God asking me to do, and am I doing that every single day? So, you feeling unmotivated is a normal thing that you're going to go through. It doesn't mean that it is the end of the world and that I've already done everything I can. Bring up your standards every single day. Do something that you haven't done before. Right now, there's a lot of things that I want to do. Like a lot. And I am taking it slow, like super slow, like to the point where I don't want to do anything else until I've done that. It's not a bad thing what you're going through. And I'm telling you right now, you're going to have those dry seasons, but it's meant for the best. What does my old pastor used to say? Do you want the better or do you want the best? Do you want is what is right now and you're okay with it, or do you want what is going to be the best part about it and enjoy the best part about it? All right, now we're going to be jumping into the second bullet point, that is discipline over motivation. Waiting to feel motivated will keep you stuck. Growth happens when you show up, you prayed, you read, you worshiped, you did it all the time. It's consistency. You're building it up every single day because you are building up your foundation. It says in 2 Timothy 1:7, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but power, love, and self-discipline." Self-discipline. God already gave you what you needed. You just got to act on it. It is doing the same thing over and over and over, because when you do it when you're tired, when you do it when you are not motivated, when you do it when you are, it's the biggest example is the gym. It's like you're doing it all the time. It doesn't matter how you feel. You are just getting it done. And at some point in life, that's what's needed. Because it doesn't matter if you're tired, doesn't matter if you feel unmotivated, like I was just saying. It doesn't matter if you are happy, it doesn't matter if you're on top of the world. It's what are you doing every single time. That is building your discipline. That is going to be bigger than your motivation. So just because you feel like right now you're unmotivated, but you're doing the exact same thing every single time, doesn't mean that you're not unmotivated. It actually just means that you have built that standard for your life and you want more. Imagine how you got there. You were doing everything wrong, or in my head, I always feel like I was doing everything wrong. For you, it may feel like I've been doing everything normal. So it may feel like, well, I could have done more back then. Well, instead of doing more and thinking about back then, think about right now. What areas do you feel like you're slacking in? Are you giving more time to other areas? Are you giving less time to other areas? That's a big part about it too. And that's going to show up every single time. Instead of motivation, you could be praying instead of listening to motivational videos. You could be working on your worship instead of eating snacks. Or you could be fasting instead of uh, going out with friends. I mean, there's a lot of areas that we can look at, and it's all going to depend on you. This is all you. This is not based on me. This is all for the glory of God. What is He trying to tell you that you can work on? Think about it like that. Ask Him every single day, where else would you want me to be in? What else do you want me to do in your name? What else can I do? What else am I doing that it is right, but I can do better in? My wife has said this to me so many times. Don't be okay with the standard. Alright, guys, so we're going to finish up with this last clip for today. Again, the best way to support me is to like and subscribe. It really helps the algorithm and shows YouTube that this is something that needs to get out there. And if you believe in the message, that will help other people. That's all that matters at the end of the day. It's not about being famous, it's about helping others. And this, as Christians, as men of God, as people who want to work on their mental health, it's only fair that we help other people and show them where we got to, or what we're using as motivation for ourselves. So, all right, let's finish this up today. If you feel unmotivated right now, don't quit. God is still working in you, even in the silent moments. In Philippians 1:6, it says, "He who began good work in you will carry it on to completion. You have to be consistent. If you compare this to the gym, it's literally exactly the same. It is about showing up every single day for yourself. You are battling the old version of yourself. And every single day you can do more. You can do more, you can do more, and you can do more. I am telling you this as a Christian, as a brother in God, as a follower of Christ, as a husband, as a brother, as a friend. I would want someone to hold me accountable as much as God holds me accountable, as much as my wife holds me accountable, as much as my parents hold me accountable. Because we want to break generational chains. We don't want to continue those old habits. Let that be an example for yourself and for your family that you're going to do the things that not everyone else is doing. While everyone else is out there drinking and what they say is having a good time, and then they get super drunk and then end up in the same old habits, you're out here building your foundation in Christ. And they are seeing that as an example. And they're asking you, I even told this to someone at the gym last night. They asked me, how are you so strong? And I said, it's just practice. Literally, family is practice. You get better at it every day. Being a father is practice. You get it better every day. Praying is practice. You get better at it every single day. So if you feel unmotivated right now, I am telling you that it is okay and that you are going to be okay. I believe in you. I want you to start believing in yourself. And we're going to finish up for today here. I love you guys so much. Do not hesitate to ever reach out. There is always someone available to answer your message, to pray with you. We're always here for you. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one.